love you too. Cause you knew when I walked in, I'll be your woman always, always and forever. Seems like you can't deny the emotion from a woman.
What's up, baby? Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too, Pete.
So, how does someone go from dissecting cells to dissecting their own heartbreak on sold-out stages? She was supposed to be a doctor, biology major, pre-med track, studying at St. John's University, while everyone else was chasing Instagram fame.
So I went to college. I got a scholarship to go to St. John's University in New York for biology. I went there and stayed there for 3 years. Obviously, undergrad is 4 years.
Then, she dropped out, started uploading songs to SoundCloud, and became one of R&B's most compelling new voices.
Pretty much. No, I dropped out because if I hadn't started making music, I probably wouldn't have dropped out.
Mariah the Scientist went from the lab to the charts, earned platinum certifications, and had Young Thug calling her his bae.
I love my man. Yes, I love him. My man, my man, my man.
But that relationship, it became a public spectacle of leaked jail calls, cheating confessions, and humiliation broadcast to millions. This isn't just a love story gone wrong. This is about what happens when you tie your identity to someone else's chaos. Mariah Buckles was born in Atlanta, Georgia on October 27, 1997. She grew up in Atlanta before moving to New York to attend St. John's University, where she enrolled as a biology major on a pre-med track. The nickname Scientist came from her college days. Classmates called her that because she was studying science while secretly writing songs in her dorm room.
I think I always just liked science generally.
That's crazy.
I mean, I was good in school and all that good stuff.
She'd been interested in singing since elementary school, but music was a dream, not a plan.
I felt like I always liked music, but I never thought it would be a career. I never thought it would be anything like.
The plan was to become a doctor, to have stability, to make her family proud. But while attending lectures about cell biology and organic chemistry, Mariah was scribbling lyrics in her notebooks. She started recording songs on her laptop, uploading them to SoundCloud, where nobody knew her real name or her academic ambitions. The music gained traction, not virally, not overnight, but steadily. People connected with her moody R&B sound, her emotionally raw lyrics about love and heartbreak, her sophisticated approach to songwriting. Mariah faced a choice: stay in school and wonder what if, or drop out and chase the music. She chose music. She left St. John's University, left the pre-med track, and committed fully to becoming an artist. In 2018, she released her debut EP, To Die For. The project showcased her distinctive sound: melancholy, honest, sophisticated. Her voice wasn't the powerhouse belting that dominates R&B. It was softer, more intimate, like she was singing secrets directly into your ear. The EP caught attention, including from Tory Lanez, who signed her to his label One Umbrella. In 2019, Mariah released her debut major label album Master through RCA Records, in conjunction with Tory Lanez's label. The album was a statement of artistic maturity, moody production, vulnerable lyrics, and a cohesive vision that proved she wasn't just another SoundCloud artist trying to go mainstream. She was a real artist with something to say. But the Tory Lanez connection would later become controversial. In 2022, old tweets from Mariah resurfaced, where she had defended Tory Lanez following the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. The backlash was immediate and fierce. Megan's fans attacked Mariah on social media, calling her a pick-me, accusing her of siding with an abuser, questioning her character. The tweets were from before all the facts of the case were public, but context didn't matter to the mob. Mariah was labeled, judged, and canceled by portions of the internet. She also faced accusations of colorism in 2022, with critics suggesting her career benefited from being a light-skinned black woman in an industry that often privileges lighter complexions.
And the caption was, "When you can't perform, but you're light-skinned, Mariah the Scientist." And it was a brown-skinned girl, and she got up there and she was bashing. And some people will argue that she wasn't bashing me, but it was like she literally was saying stuff like, I bet if you ask her right now why she gets these opportunities, the fact that the colorism conversation will just go right over her head, and she won't even, I bet you she won't even be able to really comprehend.
Mariah defended herself, denying that colorism played a role in her success, but the accusations stung. She was being attacked from multiple angles: for who she supported, for how she looked, for existing in a space where Black women are constantly scrutinized. Through all of this, her music career was ascending. Her song Always and Forever, featuring Lil Baby, went gold.
I'll be your woman always, always and ever.
Spread Thin went platinum.
That's what's spreading thin on us too.
To You went platinum.
Look at what we made.
Burning Blue went platinum and became her first Hot 100 hit, peaking at number 7 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart.
I didn't even get to post it. I was just so excited. Hey, my tour is coming up and it sold out before I could post.
She was accumulating the commercial success that proved she belonged in the conversation about R&B's future.
I got that blue fever.
Then came Young Thug. The Atlanta rapper, one of the most influential figures in modern hip-hop, began dating Mariah publicly.
That's why I say the internet can get really judgmental and they can just like assume certain things. And it's like, I'm actually very happy in my relationship. The only missing piece is his physical presence,
Right.
you know, but I feel like he's everything I wanted. He's everything I didn't know I wanted,
Right.
you know, and that's just a fact.
Their relationship became Instagram official, with both posting loving tributes, couple photos, and declarations of devotion. Young Thug called her his queen. Mariah seemed smitten, fully invested in a man whose lifestyle and legal troubles would soon consume her life.
What is my most prized possession?
Or his children.
5,300 points.
In May 2022, Young Thug was arrested on RICO charges as part of a massive indictment alleging he was a leader in a criminal street gang. The arrest shocked the music world, and suddenly, Mariah was thrust into a different kind of spotlight. She became known as much for being Young Thug's girlfriend as for her music. She stood by him publicly, attending court hearings, posting supportive messages, and defending him against critics.
I get to see him in court.
Period.
So I be going to court. Sometimes I fall asleep in there. I just go to breathe his air.
But here's where the story turns dark. In late 2024, a series of jail calls from Young Thug were leaked to the public. In these calls, Young Thug made disparaging remarks about other women, discussed his attraction to a correctional officer, and admitted to cheating on Mariah just days before his arrest. The conversations were crude, disrespectful, and revealed a side of Young Thug that contradicted the loving boyfriend persona he projected.
Daddy,
So,
am I your baby?
most definitely.
In one particularly damaging call, Mariah could be heard laughing in the background while Young Thug talked about other women. The internet exploded. How could she laugh while he disrespected her? Why was she tolerating this treatment? The backlash against Mariah was brutal. She was called desperate, pathetic, a fool for standing by a man who clearly didn't respect her.
At this point, I'm used to people scrutinizing my relationship. You know, it's almost like I expect them to do that. I also don't want it to have such a heavy impact on my opinion on him or us.
Other leaked calls revealed Young Thug discussing other women in explicit terms and even mentioning rapper Kodak Black sliding into Mariah's DMs.
Hey, yo, me coming at you don't mean which dude will come from up under his situation tonight, because I'm a real. But in the meantime, Scotty, you know I've been up about you, and I just can't put that to rest. I love to come to some kind of terms with you, babe. You know it's queen treatment only. Guess what I said, man? I got a man, and I ain't going to get what I got.
Tia Kemp, the mother of Rick Ross's children and a notorious figure in hip-hop drama, publicly criticized Mariah for telling Young Thug about Kodak's messages, suggesting she was trying to make him jealous or seeking validation. The humiliation was public, complete, and devastating. Young Thug eventually posted a public apology to Mariah on X, formerly Twitter, asking people to leave her out of the drama. But the damage was done. Mariah seemingly responded by posting lyrics from her song Rainy Days on her Instagram stories, lyrics about resentment and naive love that suggested she was processing the betrayal through her music.
I put forth an open heart and I've been hurt.
In September 2025, Young Thug released a song directly apologizing for his behavior and addressing Mariah. But by then, Young Thug had hinted at a breakup on a livestream, leaving their relationship status confusing and publicly messy. Rapper Glorilla even released a diss track that appeared to take aim at both Young Thug and Mariah, adding another layer to the online drama. But the chaos wasn't limited to her relationship. In March 2024, Mariah was arrested in Atlanta after being accused of assaulting another woman at a nightclub. According to reports, she allegedly grabbed the woman, Cleopatra Dews, by her wig, pulled it off, and dragged her. Mariah was charged with battery and simple battery and released on bond. The incident suggested a woman at her breaking point, lashing out physically in a way that contradicted her usually composed public image. Despite all the personal drama, Mariah's professional career continued to thrive in some ways. Her 2024 album, Hearts Sold Separately, topped the Billboard Top R&B Albums chart, proving that her fan base remained loyal, even as her personal life became tabloid fodder.
I could try at least 300 days.
The album was deeply personal, clearly addressing the pain and complications of her relationship with Young Thug. She had 3 Hot 100 entries, including Is It a Crime with Kali Uchis and Sacrifice.
To you, tell me, is it a crime?
The music was connecting, even if her personal choices were being criticized. Critics praised Hearts Sold Separately for its emotional honesty and sophisticated production. Mariah was proving she could turn pain into art, heartbreak into hits.
Seems like you can't deny the emotion from a woman.
For the 2026 Grammy Awards, Mariah submitted for consideration in several major categories: Best New Artist, Album of the Year, R&B Album, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year. These submissions represent serious ambition. Mariah isn't content being a niche R&B artist. She wants to be recognized as one of music's best, period. Currently, Mariah the Scientist is navigating the aftermath of a very public relationship implosion while trying to maintain her music career. She's continued performing, releasing music, and engaging with fans on social media. But the shadow of Young Thug's leaked jail calls and her own legal troubles hangs over everything she does. As of 2025, Mariah's net worth is estimated at around $1 million to $2 million. It's modest compared to some artists, reflecting that she's still relatively early in her career despite her commercial success. The platinum certifications and chart-topping album generate income, but she's not yet at the level of wealth that insulates artists from industry pressures. The controversies have undoubtedly affected her career trajectory. Brands that might have partnered with her have stayed away due to the drama. Opportunities that could have expanded her platform have been complicated by her association with Young Thug's legal troubles. Mariah has had to work twice as hard to be taken seriously as an artist rather than just Young Thug's girlfriend. Looking ahead, Mariah seems focused on reclaiming her narrative through music. She's been in the studio working on new material, performing at festivals and venues, and slowly rebuilding her image as an artist first, relationship drama participant second. The Grammy nominations represent a potential turning point, recognition from the industry that her artistry transcends her personal life. But the lessons from her story are harsh. Mariah the Scientist had everything: talent, commercial success, critical acclaim, and a clear path to R&B stardom. Then she got involved with someone whose chaos became her chaos, whose legal troubles became her burden, whose disrespect became her public humiliation. She stood by him through everything, and the world watched him disrespect her in leaked jail calls that will live on the internet forever. The woman who left pre-med to pursue music proved she had the talent to succeed. She earned platinum plaques, top charts, and built a devoted fan base. But she also learned the cruelest lesson: sometimes the person you love most is the one who destroys you most publicly. And when that destruction happens in the age of social media and leaked phone calls, there's nowhere to hide. Mariah the Scientist is still writing her story. At her age, she has time to recover, rebuild, and redefine herself beyond this relationship. She's talented enough, driven enough, and resilient enough to come back from this. But she'll always be the artist whose loyalty was rewarded with humiliation, whose love story became a cautionary tale, and whose decision to stand by her man cost her dignity and peace. The pre-med student who became a platinum artist learned that sometimes the most dangerous experiment isn't in a laboratory, it's in your heart. And some experiments end in explosions that everyone can see.